Hi guys, I hope you had a nice week. Today we'll talk about 10 weird traditions all around the world. Let's start with Poland. Poland has a weird, in a way cute tradition called drowning of Marzanny doll or topienie Marzanny. I'm not sure if it's a correct pronunciation or not. The tradition takes part on the very first day of spring and is kind of chasing winter away. It is dated to pre-Christian era, and even nowadays it is a big part of Polish culture. Marzanny was a Slavic goddess who was a figure representing death, disease, and winter. The doll itself is also representing kind of summoning of spring, is braided with straw and dressed in traditional clothing and thrown into the river. No country does coconuts as the Brits, a very popular tradition to win cheese and the hill. Yes, that's right. Every year at Cooper's Hill, competitors come to catch a big round 9-pound cheese rolling down the steepest of the steep hill. Sometimes the speed reaches 70 miles per hour. Sometimes unfortunate competitors end up with cuts or the bruises, but it is all done in the name of good old fun. In the end, the winner gets to take home the cheese, but not sure what shape it is in after all this bouncing and rolling. Now let's talk about Fiji. Fiji has a very dangerous tradition, firewalking ceremony. The ceremony is very old and it is considered to purify your spirit. It is thought that ceremony itself, the ritual, was given to Suwao tribe by God. Participants have only 2 rules to follow, one of which is not to have any contact with any women 2 weeks prior to the ceremony, and another one is not to have any coconut during the same time period. As you have guessed, the participants are only males, and it's thought that if they fail to follow these rules, they might get serious injuries. We all love good old Christmas and Santa Claus, don't we? But do you know there's a bad Santa called Krampus? Yes, in Austria, Krampus is a creature that comes on December the 5th, and he scares away the kids into being good and not naughty. The creature is half demon, half goat, and usually the night before December the 6th is called Krampusnacht. Krampusnacht is celebrated on the streets by people dressed up as evil Santa and dancing along the streets all night long. Swedes have very unusual and cute tradition during Easter time. They dress up their kids as witches on broomsticks, apply special makeup onto their faces, they cover them in freckles. The tradition dates back to Judas' betrayal. It's believed that evil was released onto earth, and one of figures of evil were witches on broomsticks. Nowadays, the tradition lost its original meaning. It became child-friendly. It's kind of similar to the Halloween we know, trick or treat. China used to have a weird and in a way cruel tradition. They were binding young girls' feet. Now, what does that mean, you would ask, right? Yeah. They would take young girls at very early ages, 4 or 5 or 6 years old. They would bind their feet so they would not grow any bigger, because the standard of beauty was like that. Small feet equals very beautiful. But nowadays, people did realize that it's not beautiful anymore. Beauty does not require that many sacrifices. It was very painful, and the tradition does not exist anymore. India has a bizarre tradition, a woman marrying a tree. What? You would ask? A tree? How is it possible? Well, some women, according to Hindu astrology, are born cursed. What does the curse mean? The time they're born at, Mars and Saturn were under the 7th house. This is a curse that would not apply to themselves, but rather to their spouses. The man they're supposed to marry will die at early age unless they marry a tree before. If a woman that is cursed marries a tree and afterwards destroy the tree, the curse is destroyed as well. So she could marry a man afterwards. Now we all know how important it is to be on time and to be punctual, but that's not the case in Venezuela. In Venezuela, it's considered to be punctual, it means you don't have any manners. If you're invited somewhere as a guest, you're supposed to show up at least 15 minutes after the appointment time. And why, you would ask? Because being on time means you're too keen to impress the host. In Scotland, they have a weird pre-wedding tradition that is called blackening. It is applied to both men and women. A day before their wedding, bride or groom is taken out on a truck into the town. They are thrown milk, eggs, and other products at, and the whole process is very disgusting. But the tradition meant to prepare them for marital problems after the wedding. Everyone loves fluffy cats, but black cats is what I'll be talking about today. In Italy, and not only Italy, there is a tradition. If you see a black cat running in front of you on the street, do not rush. Let it go, let it pass, and then you can walk forward. Why the tradition, you would ask? Well, nobody knows where it originated from. It's thought that the slight motion of a cat would make you think they are up to no good. Also, from the folklore, the witches were supposed to shape themselves into black cat and do the evil thing they were doing to. Do you remember Sabrina and the Salem, the black cat of hers? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So if you see a black cat running in front of you, do not cross its way. Let it go first and then you can move. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you next time. Bye!